All right, guys, it's Coach B again. I just wanted to wrap up these last three slides or such. I do apologize. I just looked at the recording that I just did, and I saw that some of the stuff may have been cut off. Didn't look that bad. Figured out, again, this is my probably second time using this, so I just figured this out, and you should be able to see everything from here on out. So my apologies. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me, tyler.pineda@hallco.org, or shoot me a text through Remind. Okay? All right, so I'm going to continue where I left off. We kind of ran through this as far as price and the advantages. The advantages of price included, price or incentive. It could be a language for buyers and sellers. So, price communicates between both buyers and sellers. Based on the price, is going to determine whether or not goods are going to be scarce or easily available, and they encourage or discourage production. All right, if a business feels like they're dropping their price too cheap, they're not necessarily going to keep making it. And if a producer, sells something that's too high, people are the quantity demand is going to go, down. We're not going to want it. Now, it's also going to be treated as a signal. Okay, it's like think of it like a traffic light. A relatively high price is a green light for producers. So if they raise the price, law of supply says the quantity of supply is going to increase too. They're thinking businesses, they're in it for money. Like I tell you all the time, they are going to produce more goods in hopes to generate more revenue from us buying it. Now, on the flip side, a red light would be a relatively low price. That tells producers to make less or stop. Okay, they're losing money. However, that's kind of what us consumers want. We want them to produce less and sell it for cheaper in a sense, but that's not necessarily how it works. Okay. Flexibility, in many markets, prices are as much more flexible than production levels are. So understand the price can, fluctuate. It can be increased or decreased to solve problems of excess supply, excess demand. If there's an excess supply, producers are going to drop the price to meet back to that new equilibrium. If there's excess demand, that means it's going to be below the equilibrium. And think of it as like a shortage. Businesses are going to raise their price to get back to that equilibrium where quantity demand and quantity supply meet. And then price system is free, okay? So unlike central planning, that's where we talked about fundamentals in, I believe, chapter 1 and chapter 2. Centrally planned is essentially all three economic questions, for what to produce, for who to produce, and how to produce it is essentially answered through the government. Okay, when we talk about allocation and distribution, so unlike central planning, a distribution system based on prices costs nothing to the administrator. All right, so efficient resource allocation. All right, so if you look in a market system with its fully changing price to ensure that resources go to the uses that consumers value most highly. Okay, now what are some problems of that? Imperfect competition between a firm and a market can affect price and consumer decisions. So that's where is perfect competition where businesses are essentially selling the same similar products at similar prices. And it doesn't necessarily be same, but just the same idea. There's also spillover costs, externalities, or costs of production such as air and pollution that spill over onto people who have no control of how much a good is produced. So these are things that can positively affect somebody or negatively affect somebody. So think of pollution in a car. If you're stuck in traffic, the pollution is derived from the front of your car. That's spilling over to you. You have no control how that's done. Pollution's there. You just have to deal with it. Also, if buyers and sellers have imperfect information on a product, they may not make the best purchasing or selling decision. All right, so if they realize, that they believe that a good may be good based on its cheap price, they may not be making the best, purchasing or selling decision, or they may think, if they drop their price, just to sell it, that's a good thing for a business, which may be good in the sense of selling the good, but as far as the potential, as far as the money they're making, they are not making a good decision. All right, so Section 3 assessment. What prompts efficient resource allocation in a well-functioning market system? Is it businesses working to earn a profit, government regulation, the need for fair allocation of resources, or the need to buy goods regardless of price? All right, you should have got A on that one. All right, so businesses are working toward a profit. Okay, Okay, so understand we're talking about resource allocation, how things are distributed, goods and services in a market. Businesses work toward earning a profit. Okay, that's why they're in it. They're gonna sell prices. They're gonna sell goods and services at the price that they feel is right for the economy. Essentially, they're trying to raise the price to make more revenue off of us. Number two, how do prices changes affect equilibrium? That answer would be B. Price changes serve as a tool for distributing goods and services. All right, we talk about allocation. So price is going to affect everything as far as supply and demand and how it goes about distribution to the economy. All right, guys, that's the end of the slideshow. Again, I am not here and I won't be here tomorrow as far as Tuesday. I will be taking a teacher certification test. So please make sure you check out this video. Also, I know I've told you plenty of times, but if you look on Canvas, Module 2, okay, make sure you click Modules first, click Unit 2. Okay, you scroll down, go over everything, watch this video of supply and demand. Okay, I'm going to have a video probably above here or above here, someplace over here. I'm going to put both the videos that I just recorded. All right, so make sure you're watching this. Respect the sub. I don't want to hear anybody acting a fool. And make sure we're going over that. Your supply sheets are going to be due at the end of the class. The first half of class, 25 minutes or so, you're going to be finishing that if you have not finished. And before you leave, submit it in the red basket. And y'all know where that is. Okay? Then you should be working on this. Make sure you read over this. I gave you a copy of the notes. And if I didn't, I'll leave some on my desk. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me, tyler.pineda@hallco.org, or shoot me a text or remind. All right, guys. Thank you so much.